That woman said, don't be so busy counting your money that you don't recognize that you're being robbed. Oh, oh my gosh. I was watching something and I was in the back changing the clothes from the washer to the dryer. And I heard a woman on television say, don't be so busy counting your money that you don't recognize when you're being robbed. Boom. And I thought to myself, first of all, that's a bomb quote. Second of all, it can apply to so many different areas in our lives. Okay? You just counting your money, you just going along, you just, I got it so good. Maybe I'm in a relationship, I got this, I got that, I got it so good. Whatever it is that you don't recognize when things are going left and you need to create an exit plan, or you just simply need to make some adjustments. Woo! Oh my gosh. Because we all need to learn and know how to pivot. I did a webinar on how to pivot probably about 6 months ago, and it was one of the most impactful teachings that I have ever done. Matter of fact, um, I think I'm going to repackage it and put it out. Just put it out in the earth, because if it's one thing that people need to know how to do is pivot. A little story. Um, when my grandsons were smaller, they're 4 and they're going to be 4 and 5 this year. But when they were smaller, I got them their first hooded towels, PJ Masks towels, right? So adorable, so cute. Oh my God. And we had so many good times. Bath times, playing cars, and then putting our hoodies on with our little ears, wrapping up, getting all lotioned up, having our snacks, and getting ready to watch movies. I mean, we had some really good memories. And part of those memories were those PJ Masks towels. And as I was washing them recently, I realized that on one of them there looked like maybe some gum or some kind of candy or something that had gotten washed and dried. And so it was a little hard spot. And I said, "Oh man, I don't want to throw the towel away, the whole towel, because it had a little hard spot." So what I did was I cut the spot out, and I said, "I'm just gonna cut it out for right now. I'll hop on Amazon. I'll get some new towels and be able to present them. Say, hey, these were our old towels. Now we have new towels, for more fun and bath time and all of that good stuff." Because they go all out. They put their cars and trucks and everything in the bath. I mean, they have a good time and they get clean. Um, so I just said I'll just cut the end of it off. And as I was cutting it off, doing laundry, I thought, wow, we have had some really good bonding times. Just Mima, that's what they call me, Mima and her grandsons. And I just thought, gosh, I don't want to throw this away, you know? And I thought to myself, and that's how it is in life sometimes. We get so connected to something that even when it gets marred or gets a little something on it, we hold on even tighter when we know ultimately that, like me, you're going to have to buy some new towels. It doesn't mean that I'm throwing the memories away. It feels like it, because I'm going to ultimately throw those towels away in the garbage. It feels like it because I'm throwing the tangible thing away that was a part of making those memories. And that's how it feels in our life when we know we need to get rid of something, right? We know we need to part with someone, something. Feels like we're throwing away all the good. with just that tangible thing or that memory or whatever it is. But that's not the case. I get to hold on to those memories forever. And I get the experience of choosing two brand new towels to begin to start painting on our canvas of fun times together. And I know that in real life, that can be a little bit scary when you think about, man, we've had some really good times. Now we have a new canvas and we've got to, create new things and create new memories, do new things. And how are we going to do that? And what is that going to look like? But you also have to think about, what would it look like if I kept that little candy or gum or whatever it was on the towel, and it just, in the dryer, it continues to get harder and harder. Ultimately, it's going to scrape, scratch, or cut one of my grandsons. And then we have a bigger problem, right? We have a bigger problem because um, now, because I wanted to hold on to the towel, I've injured one of my grandsons. Not intentionally, but because I held on to something for too long that I needed to throw away, right? And that's how it is in life. Sometimes it's us. Sometimes we hold on to things too long and they start to injure us. Oh my God, I felt a wind on that. They start to injure us, and we need to just simply pivot and get rid of it and take on something new. Take it on, learn about it, and grow into it step by step, little by little. Now I know it's not always like that. Sometimes we're thrust into the new. We're just thrust into it, and we have to, learn minute by minute, hour by hour. That happened to me as I was thrust into leadership probably about 6 years ago. And I had to learn on the job every day something new about leadership, something new about myself, something new about the people I was managing and leading. Oh my God, it was wild. But now that I am coming into my 7th year of leadership, I can look back and I'm glad for the times that I didn't hold on to my own behaviors or thought processes, mindsets, habits that were not going to benefit me at my next best place. I had to throw that away. Just like ultimately, I'm going to have to throw those towels away. I'm going to get some new ones first. I'm going to end up throwing those towels away. I might even let my grandsons throw them away so they can have that experience and then gaining something new and caring for something new, right? So I just thought about what that woman said and I thought, oh my God, how many times, how many times is that us in our human experience where we are just involved in something, a job, a relationship, something, and we're so busy just looking where we are right now that we're not aware of things that could hurt or harm us, or we're not aware of places where we need to pivot. Like if we pivot right now, it's going to be better down the road, right? And again, I feel like we need to get really good at pivoting in this life because things change. Change is inevitable, and it's always happening around us, whether we want to acknowledge it or not. And that is what was on my mind and my heart today. So learn how to pivot and pivot well. It doesn't mean that, like, for example, me, the last 6 years of my life are now just gone and all the lessons are gone and I got to throw it all. No, I'm using it now. In the part of my career where I am now, I'm using it now. It's benefiting me now, which is so great and so amazing. Even though I'm not in the same place, but I'm using what I learned back then for right now. So pivot where you need to pivot, and don't be so busy counting the money you have right now that you don't realize that you're about to be robbed of your next best place. I'll talk to you soon.